Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to Heal Talk Tuesdays with Liza. Oh, what a gorgeous day it is, isn't it? So good to be with you. Today I have a guest. How wonderful it is to have you over. For all of you, I hope you had a wonderful long weekend, Labor weekend. Did you labor or did you have the day off? So I literally chilled, didn't do much. For the first time in years and years, I remember my father used to say, why is it that you labor on Labor Day? So this was the first time I was not laboring. Hello, Christine, how are you? Today is great because I have a guest, and my guest is none other than Troy Rawlings. Hello. Well, Troy is a friend. Troy is a producer. Troy is a comedian, relationship, and also the producer of my radio show. And we're going to be talking about that too, right?
Yeah.
So take over, say hello.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Thank you for tuning in to Heal Talk Tuesdays with Liza. And this was cool because we were supposed to have a meeting today, and I almost forgot it was Heal Talk Tuesday.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, come on in and do the show. So thank you. Thank you for inviting me to do the show. I've been catching Heal Talk Tuesday. I'll be on the road or doing something and it'll pop up on my line. And I'm like, this is valuable information. So I know, hello, Christine, Gyro, and everybody else tuning in later. Thank you for tuning in.
Exactly. So if you are watching with us live at this very moment, just say hello, give us an emoji, or if it is a replay, just go #replay. And because we'd like to get back with everyone, I usually answer all the comments and anything that there is. Today's topic, well, the beginning of September, Labor Day weekend, but one of the things that is happening around the world right now is all this destruction, and with the hurricanes, there is a lot of stress. I know two of my friends, they canceled their vacation to the Bahamas. They were going to go to the Bahamas. They canceled it. One of my friends who was flying back from Florida got stuck, and someone that I know, their daughter got married, and they were going to go for their honeymoon, and they had to change their entire plan. Luckily, the hotel and everything, they made arrangements that they can go at another time. But that in itself creates stress. And I want to talk about stress that it's not from us,
right,
but it's because of nature, because of outside of us. And usually stress is from outside, and it's how we cope with stress, how we cope with something that is tragic and something like that, that creates an internal anxiety. And then from that comes fears, and we build on. So how we cope with stress, how we cope with something that is tragic like this, and may we send our prayers to all to who are in it.
Yeah, but especially the people in the Bahamas that were hit pretty heavy. Oh,
that's right.
Prayers and love go out to all those in the Bahamas and
exactly.
And in the islands. I ran into a friend at the market. He's from the Virgin Islands, and even that Puerto Rico area. It just in Florida, like I said, Florida's hitting. I was talking to someone in Florida this morning, and just kind of sent my prayers and well wishes. And that's. You just hit it on the nose. When something like this happens, it affects everyone. You know, everybody's thoughts and minds are towards it. Anytime there's a tragedy, anytime there's a trauma, and especially when it's nothing, it's not senseless violence where you're like, oh my God, what, this person, that person. This is nature. This is like a weather system. This is something
we have no control over.
We have no control over. And in those situations, what can you do in that kind of stressful situation? What kind of tools?
Well, they are prepared. They have been prepared. They've known it's coming. But even though when you know it's coming, and there's people in there that they interviewed over on the news, and he said, I've been through this few times and I'm not going anywhere. I'm sticking and I'm going to ride this through. So there is all kinds of preparedness, but are we really prepared for what we feel? And I think that's one of the things. And so here's my question to you. That is preparedness for our clients. But there's so many the mass destruction of this shooting that goes on, and especially in Texas, that it's been happening. One person goes on a rampage, and it's, when we think about it, I think this year we've had so many more of any other year. So the stress and coping with that in itself creates so much stress in going to crowded places, and that can also create phobic reactions.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a sense of, you get this overwhelming sense of fear that people don't want to leave their homes, that people don't want to function, and that's why I really love what you do, as far as when you sit down with people and your clients, and you the biggest thing you usually do is tell someone to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Because
I start with breath work.
Because you go back to what you can control. When you feel out of control, the first technique is to go back to what you can control. And the first thing you can control is your breath. You that's the one thing you can control in every situation.
Right.
You.
We can control only us and how we cope, how we respond, and how we deal with it. Breath is the number one. And knowing that you are safe, but safeguarding yourself.
Because when you get anxiety, the first thing that happens is you can't catch your breath. And that's how your body senses something. The body is amazing. You know, the brain is set up and the body is made to heal itself.
Right.
So when you get anxiety and it hits you and you can't catch your breath, you're shortening oxygen to your brain. And then your brain starts getting into this euphoric state. And it's like, what can we think about?
Going into a panic.
Going into a panic. Let's think about all this crazy stuff that's going on. And then the more you panic, the more and people are like, calm down, take a deep breath. All right, here, give them a bag. So they give you a bag to put on your mouth so that you can get more air and breathing.
Not only that, but when we have a bag, we are concentrating on the bag.
On breathing, right. You're
right there.
It, right.
We're watching it. We're seeing it. We're concentrating on the breath and listening as someone is giving us instruction of what to do. So we, in a way, we become inwards instead of focusing on everything else that is happening. And
now,
when
is that why when you meditate, they say focus on your breathing?
Yes. So when we are breathing, when we have a bag, or when something is happening, even when kids go into this place of when they want to shut down, they do this.
They cover their ears.
They cover their ears.
They
close their eyes, and they go into this cradling or rocking, right? So in itself, when we do something like that, it becomes physical. It becomes the visual. We shut down the visual because we close our eyes. And by closing our ear, we also shut the sound and the noise, the extra noise, right? And by doing this, when we put our hands over our ears, what happens? It's like having a seashell and listening to the seashell. We're concentrating, and we close our eyes to concentrate what's in here, the sound of the water, and everything else fades away. So in a way, we get to do an instant meditation, instant hypnosis, instant self-preservation. Makes sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I started breathing when we were talking about breathing.
I can take you into hypnosis automatically. It's like sleep. Yeah.
No,
all right.
No,
we've done this before, right? Okay.
But it's big. It's big. That's one of the things, and I always flip it back to you so that people don't get it misconstrued what hypnotherapy and hypnosis actually is. And you're like, Troy, you're not going under. You're still here.
You're going in.
You're going in. You're just in. And I take you into, you're relaxing. You're going in. You're feeling comfort. And while you're in that mode, you have a lot more that you can accomplish and get to mentally. So
what I do is take my clients, I can take you, into your own safe space.
Right.
That's what hypnosis is. That's what meditation is. That's why we do the guided visualization. And when we go into that panic, everything we do is take it from shutting out the outside world of trauma, drama, panic, to go into that place of oneness. So that's, in a way, is called centering yourself. That's what I like to call it, centering yourself. And when our head is spinning, or when we've got vertigo, the best thing to do is sit on the ground, on the floor, put both hands, palms down, and ground yourself as you gently rock yourself. Because as the earth is spinning, we become one with Mother Earth. And as we become one with Mother Earth, it is just our energetic, our spine, our energy, the vortex becomes one with Mother Earth. And as it's spinning, we go counter, or we spin with itself. And that's how we get grounded and less spinning. Vertigo becomes more centered and calm. That's what we do in the planes when there is something that's happening on the planes.
Right.
We go, what's the first thing they say? Hold it.
And go down. Right.
Hold.
Tuck your leg.
Tuck yourself in. So hold on. We do this every single day without realizing. What we do with kids.
It's funny, go back inside, if something is, but that's amazing that you, plus you work a lot with children, of course. So you see it all the time. I love
working with kids.
But that's key. I never even thought about that innately as kids, if something scares us, the first thing we do is, and we get inside, we go into ourselves and
you just did it. You just did it. Okay. Did you realize what it is?
And you hum.
Hum.
And you hum, cover out the noise and get inside yourself. That's deep. That's deep. I didn't even think about that.
We hum. And it's the same thing that moms do with the children.
They'll hum, they'll rock the child. So when something happens, like you said, the child goes into this mode, they start humming, they start rocking.
Yeah.
So you take them back to their comfort level, the place where they're most comfortable.
Which is where,
everybody,
from the time that mom is pregnant, usually moms rub their hand on their tummy, they sing, or the sound of the breath, the sound of the mom when the fetus is inside, they hear it, they see it. Actually, they don't see it, but it's getting to know exactly that. That's the beauty. We go to our core. That's what I like to do.
Right.
So
is that for those and anybody who's watching, definitely put up an emoji.
Hi, Arsen.
I may not see you on my Facebook. I just share.
Hello, Catherine. Hi, Sophie John. Welcome back. I don't know if you're back or not, but thank you for being here, all of you. My name is Liza Boubari, in case you don't know me by trade. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and today my guest is Troy Rawlings, the producer of my radio show. So we were going to have a meeting, and I said, let's jump in.
Jump into Heal Talk Tuesdays. I want you to, because you're golden at this, and I want you to take people through one of your innovative exercise. It's innovative because you're going to be doing it. She's not doing it, you're doing it. But one of the breathing exercises to calm, because I know it's, they call it hashtag Transformation Tuesday. We're going to start doing hashtag Heal Talk Tuesday. But take the people watching now. The great thing is you can be watching live or you can be watching later through a breathing piece of relaxation. And however long you want to, you've done it we've done it before. You've done it on your show. You've done it. I've been one of the
Done it
most
on my
relaxing shows, producing her podcast. I'd be in there like listening, like, oh, we gotta go commercial. Listen.
Oh, you were zoned in.
Oh yeah, I was.
You were so in on that one day. You forgot commercial, and we were like, what, 30 minutes into it? Suddenly you realize we gotta go on commercial. Okay, so by all means.
Yeah, just because someone is worried. Someone is worried about their loved ones. Someone is worried about this next piece they're going through. As we talked about, I've been really studying on transition, and that's a big deal for people, because in transition you never really know. The misconception that when you're transitioning in business, life, or whatever, is that you have a timeline on how long it's going to take. And a lot of times you don't know how long it's going to take, but you can control you, even if you can't control the next mode. So if you could just take especially the newcomers through something.
I hope you will enjoy this process, but may I say something about transition? Because when we talk about transition, it's like transitioning from living to the other side. So it has double meaning. So I believe when we were talking about, it's more transformation, not transition.
Well, also
or transitioning to another state.
I'm thinking also of because every time I think about transition, I think of the birthing process. Like the final stage of birthing is the transition period, where it's, people are rubbing you, coddling you, you're going through the breathing. Then the transition period comes, and it's like, okay, baby, you have to push.
Yes.
Because if the mother doesn't push in transition, her and the baby can pass away. So it's a pushing, but it's a thing that you're finally at the stage of getting to the new. Birthing the new.
Birthing the new. And it's beautiful how you brought this. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, because birthing, the transitioning from the canal to a birth is the same transition that we do to take our last breath.
Transition
to home.
Yeah.
Some call it home, right? And we don't know where we go, but I like the word home. We come from the cocoon, from the home inside the placenta and everything, to home. So yes.
I'm not gonna get emotional.
Yes. Let's not get emotional, because we're supposed to be the producer and the therapist, which by all means, I must say, even as a hypnotherapist, as a coach, it's okay for us to show emotions. It's okay for us to empathize and feel with our clients. We're not zombies. I am not. I have cried with my clients. I have sat with my clients when either going through transition or birthing. When I was helping my clients do hypnobirthing, it's helping them do the birthing, having the baby. So yes, it's okay to get emotions, because you know what? I'm human as much as you are. And that's a part of communication, is connecting to know it's not this communication that we do over the computer, over Facebook, over Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, or whatever means, but it's called connection. How we connect is feelings.
Yes, that is the main vein.
Right.
That's what makes us human. The fact that we can, not saying that the animal world doesn't do it, but we can show compassion. We can give compassion. We can show caring. We can, a lot of times I think we hide I know a lot of people that hide in the midst of trying to control their emotions versus letting it out. You don't know what the transparency of letting out your emotions could just be the very thing that someone sees. Have you ever seen still water that's clear? You look through clear water and you can see the bottom, but when it can get so still that you can see through it, but you can see your reflection. And I think that's something that transparency with your emotions can let someone see themselves.
It's the vulnerability. Most of us lie or safeguard or block our emotions for someone not to see. It's called protection. Yeah?
Yeah.
So how about we do this? Wherever you are, I hope you find if you can just take a few moments to have a safe place that you can sit, not operating a car. And if you happen to be listening to this while driving, make sure that you shut down the voice, the sound, because or just pull over or stop listening and pause. Just click pause until you are in a place that you are safe, because as I take you into this state of relaxation, your muscles, your body will go into a state of relaxation as well. And it's not only our mind. So let us begin. Are you all with me? Hello, Rosa. Hi, Louis. Let's do this. Okay? So take a moment. Let us take a nice deep breath. And hold. 4, 3, 2, and gently exhale. One more time, nice deep breath. And hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale gently. And let us do one more time. Nice deep breath in. And hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale gently, releasing, letting go. And no matter where you are sitting at this very moment, making sure that you are safe, listening to the sound of my voice, just concentrate at this very moment. By breathing in and out easily and gently, focusing on your own breath. Breathing in, breathing out. And as you do, just allow yourself, giving yourself permission to close your eyes when you feel comfortable to do so. By closing your eyes, you just shut everything that you see with your seeing eyes, so that you can see with your internal eyes, with the eyes of knowing and believing and trusting your inner world, knowing that you are safe. Where you are sitting, you are safe. Your body is safe. And easily and gently allow a wave of relaxation that started just a minute ago to begin from the top of your head, relaxing every tiny little nerve and muscle, and the pores on your scalp, as if 10 little fingers are massaging your scalp. That's it. Gently. As if 10 little fingers are massaging your scalp, as you drift ever so gently in within yourself. And all the tiny hair follicles open and relax. Think it, and it will. Allow it, and it will. And in a minute, you will feel a sensation of relaxation that started at the top of your head. Just wash over your entire body, all the way down, down, to the tip of your toes, even in between your toes, from your big toe, in between your toes, all the way down to the little toe, to the bottom of your feet, all the way around, up, around your feet, on top of your feet, becoming aware of the shoes you are wearing, and all the tiny little muscles and nerves. And as your scalp and your head is relaxing, that wave of relaxation is already traveling all the way to the back of your head, as the wave of relaxation that started at your toes grounds you from the bottom of your feet to Mother Earth, knowing that you are safe from above and below. As if I have dropped a pendulum down all the way from the top of your head, all the way down your spine. And no matter how I move you, you feel centered. Centered from your spine, all the way down to your coccyx. Every nerve and every muscle, every organ, every tissue, every vertebrae, all the way from the top, all the way down to your coccyx, all the way to L1, L2, L3, L4, all the way down your spine, all the way down to where you are sitting, feeling lower, drifting even deeper and deeper, as if you are so centered, so calm, so deeply within yourself, and yet you can hear everything that I say, everything that surrounds you, and yet nothing matters. Nothing matters except everything that is within yourself, all the thoughts and ideas, every sound, every image that comes into your mind, even the colors you may see, or nothingness, takes you deeper and deeper within yourself. So relaxed, as if your entire body just completely drops. Even if I were to ask you to lift your arm, you will feel as if your arm is so heavy that you can't even lift your arm. As a matter of fact, you can even try lifting your arm. Try lifting your arm. And the more you try, the more you feel grounded, more relaxed. Try lifting your arm. And you will feel you are so relaxed that the moment you even go deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, so deep within yourself, so deep, and yet knowing that you are safe where you are sitting. And as you are grounded, safe within, appreciating every nerve and every muscle, every organ, every tissue in your body, every bone in your body. If there is any pain, you can just send a message from your mind to your body, asking your body to heal the pain, heal the wound. As if just sending this white light that already is surrounding you to penetrate within you And allow the color of yellow to expand, warming your body, healing your body, healing the wound. And where it needs to cool, just imagine a wind, a breeze of coolness, cold, just like the water, so calm that you mentioned. It's so calm and serene that you can see the bottom of the ocean. And yet you can see your reflection. And as the reflection moves with the gentleness of just a small wave and just an emotion, it cools the pain. And it can get colder and colder, and slowly feel the coldness as if an ice pack is now placed upon that wound and brings all the heat, all the pain, all the surrounding hurt localized to one spot. And as you feel it, just like tapping on an ice cube and a drop of the ice, it becomes so concentrated that the pain goes away. We become one with that icy point. Then all the heat, all the redness, all the wound, all the trauma becomes one with this one spot and becomes so cool, so cold, so isolated, such like an icicle of a drop, that as you become one with it, it fades away, creating a rippling effect, as if that one ice melts, and with the rippling effect, round and about, round and about, round and about, round and about, all the way through entire body, you feel refreshed, you feel calm, you feel cool, you feel clarity inside and out. Nothing matters at this moment. You are clear, focused. As a matter of fact, you see beyond, you feel safe within, to your core, to who you are. You are in total control within, in control of your mind, in control of your body, in control of making it warmer, cooler, more relaxed and calm, if and when you need. As a matter of fact, every day in every way, you become more in control and calmer, releasing all that is no longer yours. No matter if it is in times of panic, anxiety, pain, or at times when you want to sleep and drift deeper and deeper into that beautiful world of dream state. For 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 3 hours, or all night long. And as you awaken, feeling more refreshed, clear as can be, releasing all residual pain, residual anxiety, and knowing that at all times you are safe within your own body, in this incredible sound mind of yours and your loving heart. In a moment, when you are ready, coming out of this beautiful state of relaxation, I give you permission for you to count from 1 to 5 and easily and gently bring yourself to full conscious awareness, fully awake, fully aware. Coming to full conscious awareness. Oh, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey. Hi, Ty. Hello, Norman.
See what I'm saying? It's 12:41. We always go.
12:41. Oh my God, it's more than half an hour we've been on. We do this together all the time. We're supposed to have a meeting for half an hour and a half into it, we're still talking, right?
But this is something that I try to tell people. Now, for those that are just experienced, I meant to because I shared it on Facebook, but I meant
Oh, you did.
I shared it on my Facebook, but I could hear, even though I could hear I had my earpieces on, it's already, and I was like, who's that talking? And it was like, it's us talking.
Oh, that's what I was hearing.
It's behind us.
Behind us.
But
okay.
I wanna let people know. Hopefully, you guys tried the exercise. If you haven't tried it,
no
go
trying.
back
Doing.
Do it. Hopefully, you guys do it. Yeah.
There's no try. There's only do.
There
As
you
Yoda
go.
would say. Hopefully, you did it, because one of the key things is that
You experienced it.
yeah, you experienced it. But the key thing that I've noticed in doing it, like we talked about stresses and we talked about the things that people are fearing right now. And when you focus in on, when you're by yourself and you do it, you're focusing on your breathing. Sometimes you're still scattering your head. If you're focusing on Lisa's voice and you're flowing according to the directions and everything you're giving you, and you just let your body release, you will get into a state of relaxation that calms your mind, because your mind is being focused on what she's saying, and you're going through everything and that's the piece. Like you said, you're not under, you're just going in, you're listening, you're focusing. And when you're taking your focus off of all your stresses, I'm not very good with, I'm good with guided visualization and guided meditation, not, all right, quiet your mind, because your mind's all over the place. But when you focus in on, Liza has amazing, and tell them about your CDs, because a lot of times you guys are where you are,
yes,
and you're thinking about how you can do it. But do you still have them on your website?
We have, yes, go to www, of course, hello,
HealWithin.com.
HealWithin.com, shop. And thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
We've got 12 different, I have 12.
Because I have it here. I can
yes.
ride 12 minutes from Burbank to Glendale and sit there like, Lisa, I'm just.
Yes, that's
but
right.
it just gets you in a place. It was like, you know what? I got 15 minutes. I have 30 minutes. Be careful though, because you'll say you have 15 minutes and put a CD on, and you'll be late for something.
Well, unless when they can,
you do it when you have time, right?
Do it when you have time, because like the insomnia one for deep sleep, so many. I have one client when I was using at the time that it was a cassette. That's how old I used to do it. It was a cassette, and he came back and said, "I've already finished." For those who don't know what
cassettes are.
Oh my God!
Because we're in a different time. Cassettes, they're little. Google cassette.
Yes, cassette players. And he came and bought it, and he says, "I've worn out the cassette." So I came up with CDs, but nowadays we have downloads. So if you go to HealWithin.com shop, you can see variety of audio recordings that I have, especially for relaxation, stress no more, relax and unwind, confidence, the whole gamut. I've got 12 audio recordings, and by the end of this year, we will have 3 more coming.
Yes.
And so, yeah, we're going to have a lot more that is coming. Do you want to talk about our show, when we are starting?
We'll be starting we're going to talk about it now as far as when this fall, but Lisa Boubari's podcast. I'm thankful because for those who know about LA Radio Now, we're relaunching LA Radio Now in our podcast.
Yes.
But we changed our focus. So LA Radio Now, Love Always, deals with health, wellness, mental health awareness, and shows like Liza's show. We have some psychotherapists. We have different therapists we focus on. If you're a therapist out there and you want your voice to be heard, hit us up, let us know. And Liza will be interviewing. One of the key things I really am excited about is Liza doing more interviews. She's phenomenal at interviews. When I post this out, I'll even, she had on YouTube, I'll put the link. She did amazing when she does the 3E events. And if you've never been to a 3E event, you need to register for 2020.
Yes, coming up.
Amazing event for women. I happened to be there because I was working and recording the podcast. Susie Wong, because I'm going to say Susie Orman. Sue Wong, Denisha Danielle. Oh man, who did you have this year? Because I wasn't there this year. 2019. Who'd you have?
We had a beautiful panel. We had Dr. Carolyn Rowley, we had Christelle Gota, and we had Dr. Armina Karpetian. Yes.
But Denisha Danielle's interview, I came across it
just
today when I was putting it. Amazing. And
her baby just turned 10 months.
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Because you're going to catch this somewhere. But www.healwithin.com. The CDs will help you. And I'm not just, and she knows I don't just push people's stuff out there. But the CDs will help you tremendously, because I know a person that I talk to on a regular basis, and she's always talking about how she can't get good sleep at night. And she's corporate. She's heavy corporate. She's a buyer for a major company. She's been with the company 20 some odd years. And, you know, these are tools that you can use. And no matter what I know some people are like, well, hypnosis, some people, it has nothing to do with your faith. It has everything to do with your concentration.
Exactly.
So, and getting your mind where it's supposed to be. A lot of times, because of so much of this, I won't say everything is negative stimuli.
We're overwhelmed.
We're inundated with all these things outside of ourselves. This phone, I mean, sometimes I love when my phone dies, just so I'm like, charging it.
Do you take me time? With nothing?
I do take me time.
Okay.
I do take me time.
I know you have this lovely daughter.
I was about to say, Zoe, my daughter, and for those who have children, take a minute and let your children pull you away. Children automatically say, hey, can you play with me? And I think about how many times I used to be like, not right now, this, that, another. Even if not saying you should watch a lot of TV, but if you're taking time to watch
you're like your kids watching TV, sit on the floor with your child.
Yes.
Get some these. You need to sell these. Are you selling these yet? Let me show you something.
I love
If
it.
you
He's
get
doing
somebody,
marketing.
no, I'm serious. You need to sell these things.
My yoga mats.
The yoga. This is like the butt. She's talking about the cortex and the spine. What does it say? The coccyx.
The
Coccyx.
not cortex.
Cortex and spine. You need to get some of these and throw them on your floor.
Let's not do
and sit
interviews
down.
together.
Right.
All right.
But yes, get yourself some tools that will help you.
So what can we help you with? And if I were to do interviews, well, we are going to do the interviews, but who would you like me to interview? Who do you believe is, because we're starting this in September, which is already September. Oh my God. But this quarter is going to be like a climax of the year for us with interviews and everything that is happening. There's so much coming. I've been telling everyone September, but I'm going to take some time on all to myself as well. And everything is coming to a pinnacle in our year because Christmas ornaments are already out. You know, this is what happens. Talk about overwhelm. They're pushing us to be not present, but 3 months from now, they're saying Christmas. We're not even at the Halloween and Christmas stuff is over here.
They were pushing Halloween in July in CD.
Right.
No,
so
what store.
I think what it brings us, we are overwhelmed is, although we are here, we are seeing everything, our mind, our eyes, everything, Christmas music, which is awful, not Christmas music awful, but being in September and hearing Christmas music, it does a time travel. And that's why we are, that's why we are not centered, we are not present. We're constantly in the futuristic. We're already moving a year from now, 2 years from now, we're talking about 3E, 2020, you know? So being present, even at this very moment, if you take 1 minute and just do a mindset reset and just say, I am present, this is where I am, good, bad, right, wrong, it doesn't matter. Just be
That's
present.
key, because I don't want it to jump over somebody's head. So to do a basic mindset reset, you say, I am present, I am here, you know, and just take a minute. Yeah, it's something basic. Breathe, take a deep breath. That's what's so awesome. Like I said, if you can't control anything else around you, you can play.
Play.
You know, me and my daughter, I started doing water gun battles. One day, she didn't even know it was coming. I just took them out the trunk one day, had them full, and I was like, here you go. She's like, oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. You know, so playing frisbee.
Oh, with my dog. Just spending time with my dog. It's playtime. So enjoy your days, enjoy yourself, and know you are the best version of you. And there is no one that is more important than the little younger version of you. So let's play, let's bring 5% more playfulness, more joy, and more me time for yourself. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yes, I know today was different, but from now on, it's going to be different things coming for you. And hopefully it will be more informational, more inspirational, and educational. And until next week, I bid you goodbye. Have a wonderful weekend and week, not weekend, week. And God bless you. And may you do the universal light